Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another live. Uh, I'm Ranjini Sanjay, and I'm your mentor and coach in your journey to build a successful, profitable, sustainable coaching business online. So, those of you who can catch me live, just type in the comment section live. And for those who are going to watch this on recording, you can type replay. All right. So, welcome. Today, I have a very nice topic to discuss. I'm going to share about the brand story that I have built in the past few years, and I'm going to help you how you can build your own stories. Okay, brand stories. So, before I dive deep into the topic, I would quickly like to check whether I'm live. So, just give me 1 second. I'm just checking on my phone whether I'm live. One more moment. Yeah. So I One more moment. Yeah. So I'm live. Thank you. Thank you for waiting. So I'll quickly drop the link um, in my community so that everybody can join. And if you're watching me, just type in whether I'm audible. So yeah. So I'm just sharing with my community the live link. Yeah, thank you so much for responding. Yeah, and thank you for joining as well. So I'll quickly share and get started with the presentation. So any questions you have from the past sessions, just let me know in the chat. You have anything that you saw in the past, would you like to discuss about that? So type in the comment section. Okay, thank you so much. I'm audible. Excellent. So today I'm going to talk about the brand story, how this brand got created, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you build your own brand story. So you may be already having a personal brand. I know most of you are coaches, trainers, consultants online, and you are already into a business of doing training and coaching and services around creating digital products for services. So you already have a brand and your brand has a story. So that's the discussion today, how you can distinguish. Yeah, thank you so much for asking. Assessment sheet for children regarding public speaking. I have already shared in your personal chat a link. Maybe you can modify it for children. You can have relevant questions for the children. The link that I have shared is a performance assessment for adults. So I think you can tweak it to make it public speaking, readiness, and assessment for children. Okay, and further, if you have any other thing, you can type it in the chat. Okay, I'll see I can address this. All right, so let me start with the presentation. So I hope this is visible, the brand story. Yeah. Okay, great. So here it is. A few years I have traveled in this industry as a coach, and I have built my own equity online in terms of digital products, courses, services, and I have a small community of coaches, my clients, an inner circle kind, where I come weekly, live inside a Zoom session for 3 times a week, and I teach content creation on social media. I also talk about launching your signature programs and making a six-figure income, and also I teach the marketing strategies. So this is what is my expertise, and by the end of this session I have something very special to share, like what is the upgrade in my program and how the new coaches who are signing up in 2024 have a benefit over my previous program. All right, so if you're somebody who aspires to build a profitable business online, 7-figure, 8-figure business online, you can reach out to me, or you can type in income in the comment section. I will reach out to you. All right, so let's get started. So this brand story that I'm talking about is, it started when I started this business, my journey of becoming an entrepreneur. When I decided to quit my job and I started my business of schools, I think the brand story started at that point. So wherever you are, like if you have you just started, you're 2 years in the business or 5 years in the business, I'm sure you would be able to relate to today's presentation, like how this story of your brand has evolved, and why this story, I'm talking about this story today because this story will be the foundation of the legacy that you're going to leave through this brand that you're building and the businesses that you will set up inside this. Okay, so let's get on to the next slide. Yes, so as I'm talking about the foundation of your brand building, I think first thing that you have to be grounded about is your brand values. Your brand should stand on these commitments for your target audience. So these are some of my brand values. So those of you are my customers, you will experience one or more of this value system in your experience of working with me or while using my products or services. Okay, so as I am somebody who's committed for the business growth, definitely growth is my top value. So whoever is working with me will either have a experience growth at a personal level and at the professional level or at the business level, primarily the business level. And that business level transformation will include the personal and professional transformation as well. So it is the transformation for the business owner that gives that derives the growth inside the business as well. So the first place where the services are impacting is the personal transformation, the owner's transformation, the individual transformation, and that eventually impacts the business growth, career growth, or the personal growth. So this is how the first value can be identified in my services. The second one is the commitment. I'm somebody who's highly committed for performance. It's not about buying a course and then just having it in your shelf. I'm highly committed that it generates results for you. So 90% is the case where most coaches are able to implement the strategies what I have taught, and they are getting results as well. There is a very few bunch which are not able to hit that mark, but I'm consistent in working with them in getting to the performance mark, the effectiveness mark in the strategy, the way they are building. All right, and even I evolve my services in terms of how I can make it effective for them. So as a business owner, I'm committed that no, it works for everyone. And if it is not working, I bring on something that can help them work. All right. So that's the commitment. So I'm highly committed on the performance or the effectiveness of the product I'm selling and the promises I'm making with my customers. Openness. Openness is a value where I showcase. I think a lot of people give me a comment when they meet me in person that I'm brutally honest in my social media content, which mostly it's a very difficult place to be. That's why, because I am a very open-minded person, or I'm really straight about things. All right, so that is the value that I demonstrate. So you may find things very straight, or even in my speaking or coaching you may find my my explanation very straight. So that there's no coziness around that, it's very open. And the openness represents my expression in my content, not just about that. Plus the podcast and the live show I used to do a year back is also a demonstration of my openness. So I allow people to share their stories, either through my podcast where they can come and share their personal stories, their transformation, the coaching, that the brand they are building, the product and services they are offering. So it is a place where people can come and share and be open about it, sharing their gifts, sharing their gold with the people, with the world. And I think this, it's the same openness I help people share their stories in their books. Okay, so I have a program where I help my coaches, clients, to write a book in 60 days. And in that, again, I am somebody who helps them share their transformative stories. So either through books, through podcasts, through content, I help them share their knowledge, be open about it, be generous in giving. And at the same time, the openness is available in their courses, the generosity is available in their coaching. That also I make it possible for my coaches to be open and do that for their audience. All right. So this is about openness. Then comes mindfulness. I think this is a practice every coach has to it is part of your habit. It is part of your daily ritual, so that you practice mindfulness so that you are a better coach day on day. So this is something like breathing. It has to be there. If you want to be a good coach, mindfulness must be a practice. And finally comes the creativity. So definitely I'm very creative in terms of designing my services, and visually appealing, attractive, innovative. So all this is part of my brand values, and it is I'm talking from the perspective of the coaching services that are offered to my community. So how this can be experienced or noticed in these products and services that I offer. So if you are a business owner, I am sure you must be able to identify this value system already. And if you have not done it, you can reach out to me. I can help you find that. But I'm pretty sure that if you're already in business, you must have figured this out to represent your brand. All right. So this is the foundation where your brand stands. And let's look at what what do I do with these values, what what my brand can fulfill, or what my brand can achieve in the long run. Now that's the story. That's the story. As a business owner, you have to visualize. Having said that, like when I started few years back, I only had these values with me. And then I arrived at a vision, then I arrived at a mission. Then between this values and this vision, there is a journey. And that journey is your story. It's your brand story. Like we have a life story. The day we were born till we die, there is going to be a story, a biography about me, anybody. There is a story. That's a personal story. It's a life story. Now, today I'm talking about a brand story. So, as a business owner or the founder of this brand, the day you are starting, or maybe the year you have started, you must have no thought of what is this brand going to accomplish in 5 years time, 10 years time, 100 years time. What is possible? You have to visualize this as and it is somewhere so clear, so like it so much aligns with who you are and what you want to leave in this world as a legacy. And every day you are taking steps to walk into that reality. That's why the story story building or story creation is very important right at the inception of your brand. When it is born, it is conceived as an idea, it is written as the value system, or what it is going to accomplish in a few decades. What is the mission this are you in as an owner to accomplish inside this brand building activity? All right, so I'm going to share how I have crafted my own story, what my brand is going to accomplish. And I want you to take this as a homework for you to stand on these values and create the future this brand is going to deliver. Okay, so when I started with a 10-year plan. No, I didn't have a 100-year plan. I started with a 10-year plan, and I have clear goals, what I will achieve in terms of income, what I will achieve in terms of impact in this 10 years as my personal brand inside coaching industry. So that is very flat and clear to me. But the my entrepreneurial journey started 10 years back. So what I'm talking is like just a few years before, right? What this coaching service will create. But as an entrepreneur, my journey is 10 years old. So there was something already in place when I started my journey. And though I have changed the business, the line of business, earlier it was schools, now it is online services and academy. But overall, I'm delivering the same what I started. I'm delivering, or I'm walking into a reality what I started at the first place. The whole purpose of starting something in the education industry is to make a difference, maybe a disruption in the industry, the way it differentiates services in urban versus the rural sector. So whatever I'm creating is to bridge this gap, that quality education is available for all children, irrespective of where they are. Their geographies don't define the kind of quality they'll receive in terms of education. I think that brings me to this online space where I can be a global leader, right? Really I walked into this reality, like though I started schools as a business, physical locations, and I found myself limited to just that geography. Though I had two schools in Chennai, I used to feel I can only impact a very small section, barely 6 kilometers area, I would say, in two schools, because every school has a boundary. You can only have students in a 3 kilometer radius. So I covered only 6 kilometers with two schools. What about the world? And for good reasons, I had to close that business. And today I'm online and I'm global. I have clients from US, London, Australia, India, South Africa, right? And many other places. So my vision, my why was so strong and clear that I'm bridging this gap. And maybe 10 years or maybe 8 years down the line, I walked into that reality that I started a business online. All right. So this is how you have to weave this story of your brand. You already know where you're traveling. You book that ticket when you start the vacation. You know where you're traveling. It's like that. So make sure where you're traveling with this brand. What are you creating? And each day, the work that you do is actually helping you live into that reality. Okay. So let me go back to the next slide. What story I have built for my brand. And this is my first time I'm sharing it in a public platform. I think it was all these days in my note. And it was on one page, in fact, 10 years back. And later, when I relaunched myself as a coach in 2020, I reworked the entire thing. But I saw that I'm not deviating from anything what I started. My why remains same. It's just the way I deliver, the method I deliver has changed. The people I impact have changed. Right? All right. So here it is. So when I started, no, and I decided like no, the verticals where I will impact as a service. And the very reason before even I wrote down what services or what line of work I will create inside this brand, I started to think about what if what happens to me when my business is successful, or let's say I create a legendary brand. How does that make me feel? What does that mean to me? And that is the place I started really inquiring what it really makes. It's not about a lot of money in the bank. It's not just limited to that number. What does that success mean to you? And if you notice in the slide, you can see some letters in the orange color, and if you put that letters together, what word do you get? I want you to type it in the chat. If you can put the letters in the orange, you can pick in a line, like from the first one, second one, and if you put it together, what word do you get? That's alive. And the very reason I wrote down this story, like what I am going to create inside this brand will help me feel, experience that I'm alive. And even when I'm gone, this brand will exist, and this will this name, my brand name, will be alive. My name becomes timeless. My brand is timeless, and I live as a legend forever. And as a human being, as a business owner, or the creator of this brand, or the founder, I experience aliveness when I do this work and build this entity. It fills me with a lot of energy, it fills me with life. And that's why I jotted down alive. So A stands for adventure. So definitely I'm somebody who's going to have adventure in my business, and that's how the retreat programs are launched, where we meet in person and do some amazing learning and networking activities. And we recently completed one retreat in Mahabalipuram, and we have another retreat coming in Delhi. And soon I'm going to open registrations for an international retreat event, and that's how the adventure begins. So my business and services will definitely have adventure, and adventure looks like traveling around the world. Okay, so when it comes to L, it's learning. And learning, definitely this is a learning session. I'm in a live session here. I can do seminars, I can do webinars. So definitely my services include learning sessions, innovation. I'm somebody who has invested in an MTech degree in data science and artificial intelligence. So I'm going to pursue this program for another 2 years, and that the whole purpose of joining masters at the age of 44 is to create something in the edutech industry. innovate, create something that can bridge the gap, the vision that I have set myself for, that I create something that bridges the gap between urban and rural. And it also helps, mm, dissolving the boundaries around. And education can break free all of this and give freedom, allow freedom and joy to be available for everyone. So that's the innovation where I'm invested. The voice, definitely, I was talking about the stories, the books, the podcast. I help my clients also set up their podcasts, write their books. So that's the voice. I help them share that message they have. God has created them for a special reason, and they have having a life story for very, very, specific reasons. And the whole purpose they are here with me is to find that goal that they have and share it. Be generous to give that gift to others and help, make their lives better. So their voice, I help them share their message in a bold voice. And finally, the most important part, earnings. So I help my clients, coaches, trainers, consultants working with me set up a very profitable, sustainable business that can help them fund their dream projects, do their dream charities that they want. And not, life is not just beyond having this money in the bank, it's about really living a lifestyle where it is, you don't need a vacation. So I'm helping them create a lifestyle where they're working and they're never getting tired and they love what they do, and that work, is, is giving money as a byproduct. Okay, so this is how I, designed the entire thing. When I started, I had no clue how I'm going to do this. This was written in my note way back when I started the business. It has different versions. When I started, it was something else, and then when it was coaching, it is this. Or when my enterprise was launched, it was this. Like, I stand on this. These are the, things I will deliver inside my brand. And each day I'm walking into it, and I can see all of them has become a reality in just 3 years of time. Every bullet, I have something to offer. It was not there when I wrote it in my notebook a few years back that I will do this. Today I can see each bullet has something to offer. And for me, that's a win, a big win, that I can make my, dreams or my ideas a real service to offer, a reality to experience. So I look forward that you also design a beautiful story, that your brand, your legacy is timeless, your name is there forever. All right. I hope this session helps you. And if you want to know more about what I offer inside my learnings, inside the retreats, and the, how you can make your business profitable, then I have 3 programs. And I think this month, at this point, all the 3 are open for registration. So we are coming up with the book writing program in April, where I promise you that you will be writing a bestseller this time. So if you have a dream to become a best-selling author on Amazon, this program is for you. It's a 60 days program, and step-by-step hand-holding support in writing and publishing a bestseller will be provided by me. And I have my signature program, that is a membership now, Million Dollar Coach 1.0. And this is a year-long commitment to reach your dream income and impact. And this includes the book writing program. So if you sign up for the membership, you get all other programs for free. And the retreat, Delhi, we have still few seats open. And if you want to, have that in-person learning with us, then the retreat program is the appropriate one. And it is still open. So if you think that you want to explore these programs and how this can help you, you can drop your message in the comment section. I will reach out to you. All right. So that's it from me. And I hope you enjoyed this session. I look forward that you creating some beautiful stories inside your brand and making it timeless. And I look forward to all those stories becoming real. All right. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section. I will see if I can answer. And I think that's it from my side. Let me see if there is any other slide. Yeah, so this is me as the founder of Infinite Creations. That's my name of the legal entity, or the owner of the brand Ranjini Sanjay. And this is what I offer as services. I'm an author, speaker. I have my own show. And yeah, so this is how my brand story so far has unfolded, and look forward to many more getting created in the upcoming years. So I'll come back with another topic next week. And till then, take care. Bye for now.